Okay, so there's this person I knew in high school and middle school. We lived in the same neighborhood. We didn't like become friends really until like maybe eighth grade, maybe a little after eighth grade, maybe sophomore year, or maybe yeah. And this is someone who I actually really cared for, man. But this person really he wasn't a good person. He wasn't a good friend. I hung around him a lot, and he wasn't really a good influence on me. And I'm not trying to blame him like totally 100% because I decided to stick around. But at the same time, whenever I tried to like avoid him, you know, he always tried to force himself to be around me. He always tried. Even if I like tried to stay after school. This is why my junior year of high school, I literally stayed after school every single day because I didn't want to hang out with him. You know, he was always asking me to chill at his house or like go do like bad shit. He was a really bad influence on me because he would steal. Sometimes I would steal too from like stores and other times I wouldn't because I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught stealing, and like we didn't really like do anything good or productive when we hung out. It was either we'd be out like I don't know stealing or we'd be smoking weed, or that's literally it. And there's this one time where he kind of like tried to force me to drink alcohol, man, and that's where I really like that's where he really lost my trust, man, and my respects. He was a super pushy person. Uh, let's see what else. He just wasn't a good influence, man. He really wasn't. At the time throughout high school, he was going through stuff. I mean, everyone goes through things. I was going through things too, but like he was going through a lot of shit, bro. Like seriously. And like I feel like for him to cope with like the shit he was going through, I feel like he did the bad stuff that he did and like connected to like the drugs and like the alcohol and stuff like that. Because there's like this one point in my junior year where he kind of just stopped showing up to school. He would maybe come for a couple days, never show up again, or he would come for like maybe a week straight, not show up again. Maybe he would come for a day, and it kind of just like this went on and on and on throughout my junior year. And then at one point he just stopped coming, and like I was just telling my friends, I want to see him graduate. I'd always talk about I would always talk about him and talk about him in a good way, wanting him to graduate, wanting him to come back to school, you know wanting him to get his diploma and stuff like that. But he just stopped coming. And I can't lie, it did hurt me because I truly cared about him. Like I cared about him. I cared about him 100%, like 100%. But the thing is, like he's done me dirty, man. You know, there were times where he recorded a lot of the stuff that he did. You know, some of the craziest shit that he did, he would record. And at the time, I was smoking weed, right? And I didn't want people to know because through social media, you could find anything, literally. A video you post, someone else can share it with someone else. And he would always record me, man. Even when I told him not to. Even when I told him not to post shit, he would still just post it. He broke my boundaries. He didn't really respect my boundaries, and I feel like he didn't really respect me at the end of the day as his friend. Even though I cared about him and shit like that, and I respected him. I mean, I I don't know. I didn't really trust him, man. He was pretty sketchy at times too, but um, you know, the things that, there's this one time, like my junior class, we went to a trip, this cabin trip, and like I was like sitting downstairs, right? Everyone was upstairs. He was up there, and like there were times where he would just try humiliating me and stuff like that. He said some things behind my back. Even though I was downstairs, I heard what he said, man, about me. And can't lie, it hurt. But he was super athletic too. Like we played football. We were on the same football team together, and he was mad athletic. He was getting like camp offer. He was getting camp offers from like schools asking him to come and uh, come and play, or like to come and train, and like he never really took up those offers. Because he was really going through like crazy shit at the time. And I don't think he really had that good mentor around him to like to guide him on the right path. But he really like he destroyed his career. He destroyed his career because after a while, like my junior year, he started getting involved into the streets, man. He started, because he got arrested. Like I think maybe like once or twice he got arrested. I'm not sure how many times, but he did get arrested. You know, um, things just started going crazy downhill, bro. I don't even know what to tell you. Like, he didn't even get to graduate with my class. You know, I haven't seen him in actually a long time. Ever since I kind of like graduated, I've never seen him again. It's been a really long time, but I feel like he really destroyed his career. He was crazy. I don't even know how to explain it. This dude was a fucking spider, bro. This dude was fucking crazy athletic, but he really destroyed his career. If only he had like that good role model, that good mentor around him to like help him, guide him. But he just he did me dirty, man. Still low-key haunts me a little bit, but like I forgive him. You have to forgive people. You gotta forgive people to find that peace in yourself. And I do. I 100% forgive him. I wish him nothing but the best in life, man. But he's definitely someone that had like a negative impact in my life. And yeah, that's the quick story of a person who I knew, who had like a great, they could have been he could have been a D1, he could have been a D1 athlete, to be honest. But he really like fucked up his own career. It's a shame. It's a damn shame, but it happens. You live and you learn. So yeah, I have another story. Next video, I have another story of someone else. But yeah, adios.